Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. And I'm driving here in the rain on my way home. I'm going to do my podcast today, and I'm also going to be on later on today with Dr. Claude Anderson, in case you're watching this on the same day that I made the video. And anyway, I wanted to talk about something that I observed recently today in my portfolio and also in the media. Nike stock has really taken off. I didn't realize this. I mentioned Apple. Apple, has just been kaboom. I think Apple's gone up about 30-something% in the last 3 months, and I got to see what it's done over the last year. But I also did notice that Nike had really been making major moves, financially. And the thing about that's interesting to me is when I saw that Nike had kind of taken off, and I bought Nike. But I own a lot of different stocks. I don't pick any. I don't sort of pick one stock at a time or whatever. I try to invest in a lot of things. It's a basic concept called diversification, which everybody should do when it comes to investing. And so I own Nike. And when I saw Nike was doing really well, I was like, oh, how much Nike do I own? And I saw that I'd bought some, and I bought it because around the time of the Kaepernick thing, I already owned a little bit, but I was like, let me just buy some more, just show support, stuff like that. And I remember at that time, there was a whole conversation in the black community about people that were really happy about Kaepernick getting his deal with Nike, and they were buying Nike products. They were buying Nike shoes, Nike clothes, Nike whatever, and I think that's fine. I mean, I own Nike gear also. I don't have my Nikes on now, but I got probably about 3-4 pairs of Nikes. Nikes are okay. I even got Jordans, but one thing I can say for sure though is that if you compare the amount of money I've spent on Nike products to the amount of money I put into Nike stock, there's no comparison. Nike product spending, that's extra money. That's just, slave money. I'm just throwing, trick money, like that's money that you just spend on stuff that you want. The money I put into the stock is my capital, right? Capital is very different from an expense, right? You don't give away your capital, right? And so with capital, you want to put that into assets that are going to go up in value, not things like clothes and shoes or cars that are going to go down in value. But it doesn't mean you can't have clothes or shoes or cars. It just means that you want to, sort of make sure you have the right balance. So long story short, I asked everyone today on my Instagram. My Instagram is The Real Boyce Watkins. And some of you may have seen this, but I did ask, I said, how many of you bought Nike stock, when you got excited about Nike? I think that the best way to express your excitement is to go invest in something. The best way to express your emotion is to go invest in something. The best way to express rage is to invest in something. The best way to express happiness is to invest in something. The best way to express pretty much any emotion that there is, I would argue, is to go invest in something. When Nipsey Hussle died, we should invest in something, right? I told you guys that I think that, that people either connected to the Nipsey Hussle family or somebody should have a $100 million fund and get people to pour their emotions into a big financial bucket and go down to Crenshaw and just buy up everything. But then again, who listens to me? I'm just the guy talking shit on the internet, right? But anyway, long story short, I will say that if you did invest in Nike stock, I want to say congratulations. It's not like you could have known for sure that Nike stock was going to do this, but that's why you invest. I like to invest because I don't know what's going to go down when prices are going to go up, but I want to be there when it does happen. I want to be a part of the group of people who own a part of what goes up in value. So that means the same thing is true in real estate. You go to buy property in neighborhoods where the property isn't worth anything. Well, you never know which area is going to get gentrified or what's going to move. I mean, at the very least, you put your money somewhere where you have something to show for it. So let's say that I buy stocks, and let's say I spend $1,000 on a group of stocks. I don't buy stocks individually. That's a big cardinal sin. You never do that. So I buy my stocks as groups. I buy several different stocks, or maybe buy new stock every time I get a little extra money in my bank account. I don't keep a lot of money in my personal account because of that, because I'm trying to move my money and invest it and all this stuff. So anyway, long story short, let's say that I buy something, and let's say that it doesn't go up in value. Let's say that it just stays flat. Let's say that it goes down. Let's say it goes, I buy it, I spend $1,000 and it goes down to $850 in value over the next 3 years. Well, what I want you to really understand is that, there's nothing else you can do with your money other than investing that isn't typically a waste of your money, right? So the fact that I have $850 to show for $1,000 I had 3 years ago is pretty dang good. Think about this. Ask yourself this question. How many people do you know can tell you exactly what they did with $1,000, in 2014? They can't tell you because they spent it. They don't know where it is. It disappeared. It's missing in action. It's on the back of a milk carton. The money's just been missing. You need to call a missing persons report. So, investing, I love investing because investing is not the same as spending your money. When you invest your money, you're simply putting it into something that's not going to go away. Your money's still with you. So when I go and I empty my bank account because I made a bunch of investments, it's not like I empty my bank account because I'm spending money, because the money's still with me. I still get to keep that money. The difference is that I may have activated that money. I have planted seeds that can grow into something else. I have given myself an opportunity to see an increase in my family wealth because I've been positioned to be able to do so. So, going back to what we believe in the Black Business School, we believe in the Black Core of Three. We believe that Black people should educate our own children, create our own jobs, and support Black businesses. The other fundamental beliefs that we have is that every Black child should know how to start a business and how to invest by the age of 12. They should also know the fundamentals on buying a home by the age of 12. So as a rite of passage for your kids, some of you got kids this summer that are not going to have anything to do. Don't just send them to football camp. Put them in something that relates to investing. Don't just send them to basketball camp because they're probably not going to go to the NBA, but it's fine. Let them play. Sports are fun. I love that. I love every sport. I was a great athlete. You learn a lot in sports. Sports are really fun. But sports typically are for kids. Typically, when you get 18, you're not playing sports anymore, but you're playing the game of life. You're playing a bigger game. So rather than getting them ready for the little game, get them ready for the big game. The big game, man. Get them ready for the championship. The world championship is called Powernomics, man. That's the champion. That's the big game. So when you play in the big game, you got to have your strategy tight. You got to have years of training under your belt. You got to be in good shape. You got to have a battle plan. You got to be ready to win. So I'm just saying to you as Black people, I want our kids ready for the big game, not the little game. I don't want them ready for the preseason nonsense, which is, playing high school sports. I want them ready for the playoffs, where they really gonna try to go win a championship. And so this summer, I'm telling you, with your kids, use this. Make this a priority. This is your challenge I'm giving you right now. This is your homework, y'all. Because, this is a space for intelligent Black people. So you intelligent, you Black, I'm going to give you some homework. Your challenge right now is this summer, get your kids moving in a direction that relates to investing. I don't care if that means you make them read Powernomics. I don't care if that means you have them take an investments class. I don't care if that means you have them watch a few videos, a few DVDs about investing. I don't care if that means you send them to an entrepreneurship training camp. I don't care if you have them get on YouTube and watch a bunch of videos on how to start a business. I don't care what you do, but do something, because that's how you change the game. We need kids that are going to be game changers, not kids who are just going to feel like they got to fold into the game and assimilate in order to survive, right? Most of us are not playing Powernomics. We're playing Strugglenomics. We ain't playing like power. We ain't making power moves. We're making survival moves. We're just trying to get by, and I don't want us to get by. I want us to fly and flourish and go to the moon. And that's going to come from you. That comes from you as a parent, or a nephew, or an uncle, or an older brother, or whatever it is that you are to a young person. And maybe you are young. That comes down to you making the decision to say, am I going to do something, or am I going to sit here? So do something. Just whatever it is. I don't care what you do. Just go do something. Move in that direction of Powernomics. That's what's going to make you strong and prepared for the future. That's what's going to do something great for your kids. So I'm out of here, guys. Please take care. If you are looking for kids programs and you want to try one of ours out, you can go to blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. That's blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. And we also have financial workbooks and financial flashcards for kids. So you can go to financialflashcards.com or financialworkbooks.com to look at the workbooks and everything else. Or if you want to just see a lot of stuff, you can also go to blackfinancialintelligence.com. So we have tools, low-cost tools in place that you can use to achieve your goal, but you don't have to work with us on this. You can go do it anywhere. I just want you to make sure you get it done, okay? All right, so I'm out of here, guys. I'm driving in the rain, so I got to be careful. And I'm out of here. So take care. Hit the thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube or anywhere else. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.